lovely people. Oh god, it was so loud. Wow. How are we feeling today? I am feeling... Wow, it is so big. Wow, I didn't even realize that for a second. Like, wow! Okay, yeah, that works. I mean, that's gonna bother me a lot. But okay, that's fine. Yeah. Let's just stop there, shall we? Hello, lovely people. How are we feeling today? How did you not realize the screen was so freaking huge? Because I didn't. I didn't. I genuinely didn't. Anyways, in other news, there is no other news actually. I'm chirping balls. That's not true. I'm completely, absolutely sane right now. I just I don't know. My head was a bit woozy for the last like hour and a half. Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. I was gonna say half an hour, but that's not what I meant, because I meant like an hour and a half, like 90 minutes. But I was like switching the words, and I know that means different things, obviously. But hear me out, right? Like, normally, if I sleep well and I wake up at like an ungodly hour, because I slept the whole day yesterday, because that's what I did actually. So what happened yesterday was, right, it was supposed to be a break day. I made that clear. I woke up decently early in the morning, and like, I don't remember what time, but I woke up. I made my schedule because I'd forgotten to do that on Sunday night. Okay, I always think I'm gonna do it Sunday night, but I never end up doing it on Sunday night, and I always end up doing it on Monday morning, which predictable. But hey, my procrastination habits lead me to end up doing like stuff right before I have to like show it to other people. And yeah, I'm very good about things when I don't have to like actually stick to a deadline, you see. Okay, but like, hear me out, right? So I end up absolutely just falling asleep after lunch. Like, I have lunch and then I fall asleep. Like, I just pass out. Like, straight up, did not wake up until like 2:30 in the morning, and I probably fell asleep at 2 p.m. So like, I slept for a good 12 hours. And when I wake up at 2:30 in the morning, I'm like, what am I doing? I eat something because I'm ravenous. I haven't had a sip of water in 12 hours, haven't eaten anything. So my last food situation was lunch, and now it's like the middle of the night. And so, you know, that's obviously not a good combination. And I'm like, oh, well, it cannot be that bad. It really wasn't. Because I woke up so fucking well rested, even though my sleep was really back. It was all out of whack. But we're not going to talk about how my sleep was. We're just going to talk about how long I slept. Because when I woke up at 2:30 in the morning, I was like, well, what day is it today? What time is it today? Am I alive? God dang, I didn't even know that. But yeah, my point being, life sometimes throws you this kind of curveball. And like, you know, to be fair, this happens every once in a while whenever I've just had terrible sleep, or some other Mew needs me so badly that she doesn't want to let me go ever. This was one of the situations where some other Mew needed me so badly she didn't want me to go away from her ever. And you know what? I will explain the meaning of these words on some other day, because I don't think we're like... I want to do a whole stream on this specific thing because it connects to my lore, right? Like, there's a reason my lore was written the way that it was. It's good lore though. It's really good. It's like basically a novella. Get excited to read, people. I made it a big part of my whole life. Because it is. Because genuinely is. My lore is like based on very much real things happening in my life. Although like maybe not how my conception came about, but who knows? Who knows? You know? I cannot wait to show off my lore though. I know I said we're gonna wait until I actually have my lore video, because I was really excited for my lore video to come about before I showed you guys the written lore, because the written lore is definitely very important, but it's like one half of a whole. The lore video sort of completes the dynamic completely, and like it's very important that you read the written lore that is like basically its own little novella, and watch the lore videos as well. And yeah, I mean, if you don't want to read it, I'll probably end up doing like a stream or like a few videos where I read every single chapter of the lore in a, like an audiobook style stuff, you know. Fun things, I imagine. Definitely fun things, because I wrote them. They're pretty short though. They're like 500 words for every single chapter, which is not a lot. There's totally in total there's like 9 chapters plus the epilogue. No, plus the prologue. How am I messing up words so much? Why am I giving you guys all the details right now? Because it just felt like a good day to do so, right? It's so close to my next new model debut, which I still haven't decided the date of, because I'm like teetering on, oh, should I do it on a Sunday, or should I like pick a different day, like a Tuesday or like a Wednesday? I love Tuesdays, but then should I? Because like Sunday's a good day to start new things, right? Yeah, we'll figure it out. You know, I want to have like a good 2-week notice to myself. But if I do it on a Sunday, it's way little less than 2 weeks, you know, but it's still fine because I have mostly everything prepared, I think. But I'm gonna hold off on making a decision until I feel ready to make a decision. As excited as I am to show off the new model, not to the point where I can't wait for a few more days. Waiting is a game. As long as you play it effortlessly, it works. You win. But anyways, going back to why I woke up today at like 2:30 in the morning. I don't know why, technically. I felt like I could have slept more, but then I was just like, I can't, because it was really hot in my room. Mom took away the AC remote, because we've been sharing one remote, because the one that I had in my room was malfunctioning, which reminds me I really should call the people who are supposed to get me a new remote, AC remote. So yeah, I know this is all like very interesting information about my life. It really is. And I keep like going off on tangents and talking about other things that are probably not as interesting as they should be. But hear me out, okay? I'm just feeling, one, probably a little bit sleepy, because it feels like it's almost time to take a nap. I've been awake since 2:30 in the morning, and it's currently 4:10 p.m. I feel like that speaks for itself, right? But more than that, I think what the biggest issue here is the fact that I started feeling dizzy like an hour and a half ago, right? Like I'm mildly dizzy the whole day. Like normally I'm like a little bit dizzy, and it's all fine because it doesn't bother me as much, because I've learned to not be bothered by it, and that's not a good thing. That just makes me like more prone to only remember that I am dizzy, or I get dizzy after I am dizzy, to the point of like it's an actual problem. But get my drift here. I was like, dizzy, I'm kind of dizzy. I'd already eaten food, right? Like I'm there sitting on my couch and watching a YouTube video, because what else would I be doing? Also, side note, I watched Kitty over the weekend. Fantastic show, really is. It really is a good show. I really enjoyed all parts of it. Like I think Kitty's character is a bit vivacious for me, like a little bit too chirpy sounding. Not like there's the problem with the actual chirpiness, just some of the parts where she says certain lines in a certain tone of voice make my ears hurt just a little bit. But other than that, as a character, she's absolutely fantastic. I don't like Day. I'm not gonna lie, there's something about his eyes that bother me. Like I just think they're too spaced out. He looks unreal, you know, like not in a good way. He looks like unreal in a way, like somebody fucked up on the eyes situation. Although he's still really good looking, but like personal like preferences and like personal aesthetics wise, I don't find him very attractive. Maybe that's a hot take, maybe that isn't. Minho is immaculate. Wow, I'm big on enemies to lovers, so like I was having a lot of fun watching the relationship develop, as like, you know, from like straight up strangers who don't like each other to like, oh, we can sort of tolerate each other, when he confesses his love to her. Like what? Wow, that came out of nowhere, because I did not expect it at all, clearly. And I know we're just gonna be stuck at the BGM3 subtitle Mew thing like for like a whole like 25 minutes, I'm sure. But like, let me finish talking about Kitty, right? I liked the idea that her parents are super supportive, and she just like walks off all the way to Korea, South Korea, and like joins a freaking different academy, doesn't even tell her parents about it. Like my parents are okay, honestly my mom wouldn't like mind it that much, but like she usually knows all the stuff that's going on in my life, because I don't bother to hide it from her. Like there's nothing to hide. If I had a boyfriend, she'd probably be the first few people to know. Why? Because she's super involved in wanting for me to have a love life, which I honestly don't care about. Like I want a boyfriend, but I don't need one. Like, it's further away in my list of priorities than moving out of my mom's houses. You'll be like, why do you want to move out, me? Because I had a taste of freedom, okay? And now I want it back. I love living with my mom and my sister. I'm not gonna lie, but like sometimes it gets a bit too much. And those days, you know, baby wants something more than living with her mom and her sister away from any and all friends that she could ever have. Basically having no social life, which is true. I don't have a social life currently. Like, I barely leave the house. And like, you know, I told my friends that. They were like, you should probably start leaving the house. And I was like, what am I gonna do outside? Like, even if I do go outside, it's just by myself alone or with my mom and my sister, which is like fine. But there's only so much of going out with your family you can do before you're like, I just want to go and meet a friend. Like, I'm so deprived of social interaction that I'm like seriously considering just flying off into the middle of nowhere, like just, you know, like flying straight into the sun, as one must sometimes. You know, it's just how it is sometimes. You don't have a choice actively in this, okay? Sometimes you just have to decide what your priorities are. My priorities are flying off into the goddamn sun because I'm not getting enough social interaction IRL. Like, yeah, I talk to my friends a lot online, but it is true that most of my friends are busy right now. I don't want to bother with them, and so I haven't even been like trying. I've just been silent. A lot of silence. I know that's very predictable of me. I'm one of those people who hates being a burden. Sometimes that makes her more of a burden. I am aware of that. My point being here is that I really want to leave and go and live in a different city, because at least then I'll have an actual reason to be like a loner, or like, well, not even a loner. I have friends and everything. I have a lot of fun. I'm super social. I can go outside and talk to new people without any nervousness. Like, there was this one time where I talked to two old men. I know it sounds kind of creepy, but it wasn't. I saw this old like somebody probably my grandpa's age standing under my building. He was waiting for his friend. So I was like, I don't want to, like, you know, he was just standing there with his basket of things and like waiting for his friend. And I was just like, I feel so bad. He looks alone. Like, it was quite hot, and I was just going downstairs to get my cut up fruit that was being delivered, because, you know, I was too lazy to cut fruit at a point of time in my life, and I still am. I'm not gonna lie. Hi, hello, hi, my favorite random fan number 3. Hi. But yeah, so then I started talking to him, because I was like, oh, I would feel so terrible if my grandfather was like standing outside in the sun wherever, and no one even like happened to talk to him and just make conversation while he waits for his friend. And it ended up being that I talked to that guy, that man, and his friend for like 3 or 4 hours. And I tell my friends this, they're just like, you're so nice, Mew. Like, and I was just like, this is just common courtesy. This is just basic courtesy. And they're like, you have a different idea of basic courtesy than other people. And I'm like, you're absolutely right. But can you stop me? No. Can anyone stop me? I doubt. Yeah. So I don't have any problems being social. It's just that right now I have no motivation to leave my house. Part of it is also because it's too hot outside. I hate the heat. Like, I actually genuinely despise summer. Like, I don't think I would mind it if it wasn't this hot outside, but it's literally hitting like 35-40 degrees almost every single day. It's absolutely fucking wild. I don't want to leave my house when it's that hot, because I will get like heat stroke or sunstroke or something and like pass out the next day, possibly the same day. Back to why I was feeling faint. I have no idea, actually. I just think it's because I slept for way too long and woke up way too early in the morning and then like stayed up way too long. And maybe I was just sleepy. Maybe I am still sleepy. You know what? You make so much sense. You should hate the heat. It's so goddamn hot. It's so bloody hot that it should be a crime to go outside. Like, it's actually painful. Like, this is the reason why my curtains are closed in the day, because it makes my room like super hot. Like, it's like an oven, because I have 2 huge windows in my room, right? And I like looking outside, just not when it's super hot and makes my room super hot. So like even with the curtains closed, my room is still decently warm. But like it's way colder, like it's way more pleasant than if the windows were open, because then my room would actually be really hot, and I just wouldn't want to stay inside my room because it's so hot. But yeah. Anyways, I've been talking for like 15 minutes straight. I have not even started on working on the thing that I'm here to do, but like it doesn't matter because I'm gonna keep talking and you're gonna have to keep listening to me because I wanna talk and no one stopped me. Back to what I was saying about okiiiii. I watched the whole thing and it's quite short actually. When I looked at the amount, like how long, like it was 10 episodes, and I was like, that's 10 hours, because I was thinking K-drama length of episodes, but actually it was just like a normal show length of episodes. It was 30 minutes per episode, so it was only like 5-ish hours. I was really lucky, and I watched it all in like a day and a half. Why a day and a half? I could have watched it all in one day, but I was too sleepy one night, so I was like, I'm gonna go to sleep. And thank you, I'm sending you finger hearts right now. I love talking, so I feel better when people say that they're not getting annoyed by the fact that I'm talking so much. Also, if I'm talking too fast, you should tell me, because I talk really fast and I don't realize sometimes. So yeah, back to what I was saying about okiiiii. I watched those 10 episodes in the span of like a night and half a day. So like imagine just like one day, okay, in total. I'm talking about like the length of time, because like I was watching it spaced out, but like it was good, it was fun to watch, it was a decent show. I'm actually interested in watching a second season of it. Plus like I think the characters were written quite well and they were explored quite nicely. Like I wouldn't mind recommending it to other people. Like some of the ships, okay, frankly I didn't like the fact that the fact that she went there is because of a guy, but although like that's pretty predictable, you know, like, but like Day isn't even good looking. Like I just thought he looked like a doll that has had like part of his face melted a little bit, you know, and somebody tried to fix it but didn't really do something right. But like he's cute and whatever, but like he's not as cute as all the other characters in the show. Plus like when she has her bi-awakening, and I'm just like, wow, I mean like I completely expected that, because like the first few scenes is when you see her like female love interest pop up, and her female love interest, like her other male love interest, is also super attractive. And I can see why this would be like a whole thing. It probably did it to like, maybe it was a cash grab, maybe it was to queer bait other like characters, but like they made her quite openly bi, or well at least queer. I don't know, she's not confirmed bi, right? Like she's only confirmed queer, but like as a character on a TV show, pretty good. I'm not mad about the fact that the story went the way it did. Plus like I think part like the fake dating trope, plus like the whole enemies to lovers arc type of thing happening. Okay, it wasn't really enemies to lovers, it was more like enemies to acquaintances for Minho and Kitty. But like the way that he confesses at the last episode was like very, also this is all spoilers, I didn't realize that I should have said that, but there's so many clips. Even if you haven't watched the show, I'm sure you've seen the clips. Like they're everywhere. That's the reason I started watching the show, because I saw like one clip and I was like, I wanna see that in like the actual context it was supposed to be in. But anyways, there's like so many like little moments that I really appreciated, because like I don't know, it's set as like a teenager show, but it's not really a teenager show. It's more like young adult, catered to like 17, 18, 20, 22, that age. But it's set for like, oh, they're juniors in high school, not in college. Juniors in college meaning 11th grade, right? I mean in high school meaning 11th grade. And that's like you're 17. Was I 17? No, I was 16 when I was in 11th grade. Then again, I have an awkward age and school starts weird times here. But I don't know, like I think the setting really pissed me off a little bit, because I would rather she be like a freshman in college or something, because that seems more appropriate for the type of content that they were kind of promoting. Because it was all about like her dating life and her love story, and then there was this like weird element of her mom's life mixed in, which like, okay, fine, but like why was there like some amount of mystery involved? Like why? That was unnecessary. It added like an interesting subplot, but like also why? Because I didn't understand. It just felt like sort of an afterthought. Does that make any sense? I genuinely feel like that was some kind of an afterthought. After like they thought of like all the romance plot, they were like, I think there's something missing, and they were like, oh yeah, remember how she said her mom also went here? Because that was like one of the reasons that she thought I should also go there. And you know who else goes there? My boyfriend, my long distance boyfriend. And so she goes there and she's like, oh, I want to know more about my mom, and like I want to see all the same things my mom did. And I'm like, oh great, this is awesome, you know, like self-discovery, realizing what your mom wanted and stuff. But like the issue is, right, they really added the whole mystery behind her mom's relationship and her mom's time there. Like it felt like it was like thought of after everything else. Like it didn't seem like it needed to be central as much as it was. Like a lot of the things that she says in the show, a lot of the like the episodes are sort of based around what she's doing, what she's discovered about her mom's life in like the academy, which is called GISS. The acronym is GISS. I don't remember the actual full name of the academy. Something International School of Soul. Something International School of Soul. I don't remember what the K stands for, which I don't care enough to remember anyway, so. But yeah, like that definitely felt like an afterthought. Like I can't imagine why they suddenly decided to add that, other than the fact that they had like the one scene in the beginning of the show, in the first episode, where she's like, oh, my mom went there and my boyfriend goes there. Huzzah, I have a great idea. Ka-ching. You know, thing. It was like a whole like light bulb moment, but like badly explained. Oh my god, lizards. There's two lizards in my... One of them is on my curtain, the other one is on my ceiling. They're not nice to me. Wow. They're like just straight up, why? They definitely needed filler to add length, but like the way... my issue isn't the fact that they added it, because I'm completely okay with that. My issue is the fact that they made it quite central in some of the episodes. Actually in a lot of the episodes, like about 70% of the show was based was like had the central theme of her mom's like life in that academy, even though, and the problem is like it felt like an afterthought. Like it felt like they added all of this, but like they thought of it so late that it sort of didn't like really feel, you know, like make sense with the rest of the stuff that they had planned. I mean, it's not super obvious, but like while I was watching this, there was just this faint sense of dissonance between what's happening in her, you know, what's happening with the whole mystery surrounding her mom's life, and then what's happening in her life, which was my biggest issue, honestly. Like even the whole the drama that they planned around her mom's life was pretty well written, just didn't feel like it belonged with the rest of the drama that they had planned. I don't know. I like the premise, because a lot of like characters had a huge chunk of character growth, like a lot of huge character arcs happening. Good for the characters, because they really like develop as people. But like imagine seeing that in your 11th grade life, because you know in 11th grade you're as chuny as you can be. Not even lying, because I really was in 11th grade. So the first day of 11th grade, I walked in, I told all of my classmates, by the way, all of these people have known me for a very long time. That's the PSA. I walked in, I was like, just don't pretend I'm a new student, okay? Pretend I'm a new student, because I need like a new introduction to myself. Forget about everything I've ever done, you know, forget about my old self. Let me be a new person in front of you right now. It did not work out. It literally, I stopped doing that whole bit in like 3 hours, because it was exhausting, and people couldn't stop reminding me of the fact that I did this and did that, or like more like they weren't even doing anything. It was just kind of obvious, because I've been in the same school for like all of my life with the same group of people. Like we all know each other for a very long time. It's kind of impossible to act like you're a new person suddenly, because they're too used to you. Yeah. But like imagine just walking in and me being like, okay, so you guys listen to me. I'm not the Mew you knew. I'm a new Mew. So just pretend I'm new, okay? I would feel like for all of my classmates, I must have made it so awkward, because I kind of kept insisting like, don't Don't remember me as the me you saw like 4 months ago, like 3 months ago, like no, 2 months ago. No, wait, even less than that. Because 11th grade started right after, like 15 days after 10th grade. So like 15 days ago, this the me you saw 15 days ago. Forget about her and now see a new me. And that's not how life works. That's not how friendships and relationships and people work. So yeah, you get like really in your head in 11th grade, especially like all through high school. You're like really crazy. Maybe you're okay at 12th grade, okay, or at least I was okay in 12th grade. I was like very, very detached because most of 12th grade was online. I basically didn't attend any of my chemistry classes, okay, and my chemistry teacher was not, I know, right? They refused to participate in my. Though some of them did humor me and like actually did act like I was a new student, but like I just wasn't being convincing of being a new student. I knew too much. I was too well known. I mean, notorious, not well known. I was notorious, really. I was. It was just like, all in all, it was kind of awkward for them to like act as if they didn't know me, because not only was that insulting to them, but it was also kind of insulting to me. I don't know why I tried to do that. I only remember doing that because I don't know, I felt like I needed to be a new person, or like I needed them to see the person I am today and not the person I was like 6 years ago, which is quite impossible if you've grown up with someone, because you're so used to them being themselves. You don't see the change. You only notice it when it's happened, like, you know, when you're like reminiscing and you can be like, yeah, those people, like, you know, they were so different when they were in 2nd grade. They were so different in like 12th grade. Because it's been 10 years. You're not going to be the same person anymore. It's like literally so hard to be the same person 10 years ago, okay? I don't know. It's like saying we won't have any growth as a person. You won't have any new experiences. You'll just be the same person through and through, which is completely very hard to do. I'm not going to say impossible, because I'm sure there's some people that we all know that are like that they're the same as they were like 10 years ago. But like, it's quite hard to find people who are the same as they were 10 years ago in their life. So, like, I needed them to see who I was today and not see the person who I was like 4 years ago. But it was not going well, because it was really hard for them to do that, and it was really hard for me to make them do that. Does that make sense? Because you can't change other people, you can only change yourself. And yeah, I was like super annoying as this. But like in 12th grade, because it was all online, most of it actually, I still went to school for a couple of weeks in the middle, like, you know, like randomly they would call us to school just for like 1 or 2 days, or like even a few hours sometimes, because I was in the science stream. Yeah, I took science. I don't know why. And so the thing was, I only took 2 science subjects. I only took biology and chemistry, which kind of pissed people off. But I had to come in for the practicals every once in a while, because they wanted us to like be able to give the practical exams that they hold for 12th grade students, which I am the only one who ended up giving any of the practical exams. I mean, okay, fair enough, like any of the practical exams in person, like in person practical exams. So my classmate in biology, there were only 2 of us there, he managed to skip the practical exam that they were going to take because he had COVID at that moment, right? So he was in quarantine. He was like full on like, I'm not gonna be there. And I was like, oh, I'm doing this alone? I thought we like practiced everything together because we were only 2 people, right? And then he just like springs it up on me. He's like, yeah, I'm quarantined. You're on your own, Mew. And I was like, what do you freaking mean, bro? Like, I thought we were friends. I thought we were in this together. He ended up giving the practical exam online. The thing was, there were 6 of us in the chemistry class, so we all gave the chemistry practical exam online as well. I don't know why they decided they wanted to do the chemistry exam online, but they did. And then I was the only one who gave any exam at all in person. I'm talking about the practical exams, which is like really hilarious when you think about it, because like the worst thing was the examiner, because for like 12th grade exams specifically, examiners from other schools come and take your exam, and the examiner came with a broken foot. She had broken her leg somehow, and she was sitting downstairs while I was inside the exam room. So I was inside the biology lab, and this like examiner sitting somewhere else. So I'm giving the exam by myself, alone, I had my phone and everything with me, and the thing was that you already are told what you're supposed to be doing in the exam. So I already knew what I was supposed to be doing, so I did it all like pretty well, like perfectly almost. I finished the exam early. I went and showed it to the examiner, and she was like, all okay. And then she was like, oh no, there's one mistake, so you change that and bring it back and we'll be done. And then I left the exam early because I was the only one there. Which is like, I don't know, like I think I was the only one who went to the school that many times that year. Okay, like there was a whole week where I had to go to school because like the teachers wanted me to come and finish some practical work I was supposed to do that I apparently had missed or something. And I was like, I was not aware that I missed anything, but sure. And I missed like more than half of my chemistry classes that year because I was just too lazy to go and attend the chemistry classes. And my classmates were fed up of me. They were like, you never attend them, then you ask us for the notes, like what's wrong with you, Mew? And I was like, listen to me. One, I have shitty Wi-Fi because I kind of did have terrible-ish Wi-Fi, but I was more like, I was making it up like 30% of the time because I really just didn't want to attend that class. So yeah. Oh, give me a second. I have to go and lock the door. So you guys enjoy the pretty music while I be right back, okay? Okay, I'm back. I'm back and I'm better than ever. And I'm gonna lower the volume again of the thing at the background. But yeah. My classmates were pissed off with me, and for good reason, okay? Like, I was being like such a... Like, to be fair though, at least one of us would always miss a single class. So if it was me, that means like at least 4 of them were in that class, and there were total 6 people. So like if there were 4 of them in that, like in the online Zoom room, then it would be fine. Because then like 2 of us would just make the excuse. But yeah. I mean, okay, I was not a terrible student. I was just particularly annoyed all of 12th grade. It was one of those situations where I just didn't know why I was acting up, but I was acting up. Suddenly chat disconnected, which doesn't make any sense. Wow. How nice is that? How did chat suddenly disconnect? What's going on? Oh my god. What is happening? Is YouTube spasming on me? What the fuck? Okay, chat reconnected, but the thing is, like, why is the thing buffering? Okay, it doesn't matter. It just really doesn't matter. Back to my... actually, this specific melody I wrote, like, I think 6, 7, 8 months ago. Like, it's been a while. Anyways, I wrote it. Actually, I bet I could find how long ago I wrote it. I have no idea, though. Can you figure that out from just... Oh, no, you cannot. Okay, no, wait, I can. It was in September of last year. Pretty close to my birthday, which is really weird. I don't know why it's weird, but it is. I wrote this melody just... I mean, like, it really was just, like, 4 chords that I wrote down. And I was just sort of putting them in arpeggio type situations. And this was inspired from Luo Xiaohei's OST, the title song. If you don't know what Luo Xiaohei is, okay, so to clear it up, Luo Xiaohei is a show. You can find it on YouTube. Why is YouTube doing this to me? Like, I thought we were friends, YouTube and me, you see, but like, it's like constantly interrupting. Like, it's straight up freaking buffering. What's going on? Alright, I'm not gonna try and make sense of it. Whatever, YouTube, you can go you can go like figure it out yourself or whatever. But yeah, so Luo Shao He is like a show. It's a show. It's a show. It's a show. Why am I saying like I have no idea what I'm talking about? But no, it's a show. And it's like super small episodes. It's super adorable. I was talking about the when I watched the movie and I started crying at the end because it was just such a good movie. Um but yeah, the movie is a prequel to the actual show, but the show is about this cat, magical cat, and then who meets his new owner in air quotes, because the owner is really anyways, like it's just a really good show. If you want to watch it, you should, because it's amazing. But you just have to type Luo Shao He being, I'm gonna type it in chat because I can. Luo Shao He. That's the name of the show. You can just go and watch it because it's amazing. There's also a prequel movie, and I definitely recommend watching the show before you watch the movie, because then the movie makes a way more sense, even though it's a prequel movie. But like, trust me, you want to watch the show first. And the show is fucking immaculate. But I think it's become one of my comfort shows, because every single time I feel like, oh, I have nothing to watch, but I want to watch something super cute and cozy and like super chill, I will watch Luo Shao He. And like, my other comfort show is right now is Hospital Playlist, because if you haven't watched it, you are doing something wrong with your life. Go and watch it right now. It's really good. It's a K-drama. It's a hospital K-drama, but it is so well made, and it's just all about like people and how different people are, and it's like based around these group of five friends, five people, and the whole show is sort of like centered around them. It just goes from their POV, each of their POV. It's a really good show also. Luo Zhao, I think I like it a lot because one is animated. I just have a soft spot for animated TV shows, movies, all of the good stuff. But even more so because I think the story really appeals to me. There's just something about going from lost and then being found, but then realizing that you were never lost. You know, Luo Zhao does that aspect really good. Like, it's just very satisfying to watch. The development of the characters as well, because like the whole show is super short. Like, one, it's like a really short show. Okay, I'm not even kidding. You could probably watch it all in like a day, less than, because every single episode is like 2, 3, 4 minutes. Like, the longest I think the episode I've seen was like 8 minutes, and so it's like actually short. And so I implored that you go and watch it, because honestly, it's just so good. It's just like, it's so tasteful. It's just like small bite-sized chunks of absolute goddamn liveliness, and I don't know, it's just good for a rainy day. It's just good if you want to chill out, if you want to feel good, if you want to just enjoy yourself for a bit. And the thing is, right, the title song, the OST in the very beginning um of the show, it's really simple, really tasteful OST, and I really like it a lot. And I wanted something similar for a background music track for my streams. And I was telling my friend, right? I was telling my friend who's helping me produce Universe. And she was talking about, and I was like, you know what? If you could make something like that, because she is super fucking amazing at like music, and I just think me and her have a lot of similar music choices that we make, like a lot of similar things that we do in terms of the music that we make, and I really agree with her like side of things, if that makes any sense. So I was just like talking to her about, I wouldn't mind if she would make like a 30-40 second, maybe even like just a minute worth of background music for my streams, so then I can, like, I want something that was loopable. And I was just telling her about it, and I was giving her these like really vague notes, and then I sent her a video of like the soundtrack of Luo Zhao, and I guess she watched it. I don't remember what our conversation was, but I just remember giving her this melody, and I will make you guys listen to it right now, because it's just a really simple, really clean, chill melody. I forgot that this was like really low. To be fair, I want it to be a lot slower, so I'm gonna go like change the tempo real quick, because the tempo cannot be that fast. Yeah, that's perfect. I didn't even do anything, honestly. I know it's just arpeggios of chords and that's it. But it's so good. But it's so good. Like it's really tasteful in a way you don't expect. I think what I want to do for this one is one, I want to just have these chords play over and over again. So I'm gonna like shift, copy, paste this like through the whole thing. Because why not? Then I'm gonna write a melody on top of it, and I'm definitely gonna change the instrument for sure. Because it has to be something else. I don't know. If it's not something else, I feel like I would be disappointed. But like the thing is with this specific set of chords, it's so the thing it's the way I'm saying it, like I know what I'm talking about, but like seriously, I do know what I'm talking about. It's a 1 4 6 2, which has no connection because it's not like it's like an important chord progression type thing. I just think it's interesting that I know that. And yeah, I do know that because I studied music for a year and I know I'm in my gap year, but I'm still actively using the knowledge, and that makes me very excited and happy because I don't know, it just feels good to be able to use the knowledge that you've learned so much about, like you know, implement it in your actual work flow. Like I don't know, sometimes it feels like the knowledge that I learned in that 1 year, in the last year, honestly felt like a little bit so far away from me, even though I know that it has obviously practical uses. But like I tend to write one simple music that is like very pop in nature. So it's like simple, clean, not clean, honestly. I never write the background, like I never write the chords and shit. I just go straight for the melody and lyrics, which is why I'm like, I can never figure out the chords because I'm terrible at those. And it's true, I am terrible at figuring out chords unless I've already figured out the chords, but then I'm terrible at placing a melody over it. So like it's either or at that point, and I'm just like, well, all right, you know, like the point is figure out the chords at some point in your life and you'll be fine. I'm still learning how to figure out the chords to my own music. But this, in case, is does not need me to add lyrics, and whatever melody I add on top of this is just going to be amazing. That's all I'm saying. Haha. But yeah, back to what I was saying about changing the instrument, because I am going to change it because it's very important to change the instrument here, okay? Yeah, like I was saying, that I wrote this like last year in September. And this was, yeah, I've been planning my streaming situation since last year. It was like all the way, I think, in like very, very much like mid last year is when I was like started to think about it. And the only reason I actually proceeded to do it was because my friends are super encouraging and they really like to encourage me to do things. And if they didn't encourage me, I think I wouldn't have done it in the first place. I would have just like, because Hex was asking me about this like a very long time. It's been a while since we had this conversation. But she was like, "Well, if I didn't like say yes to making your model, would you have done?" Like I just straight up told her, because if she didn't say yes, I wouldn't have done it. I would have probably waited for like a good year, 2 years, maybe even more than that before I started anything. And she was like, "Well, why?" And I was like, "Well, I just really wanted it to be you. I know that sounds really weird and awkward, but like I wanted her to make it because I want every single part of this to be like special to me in some way, like important." And it is, because all of the people who are involved are like people who I'm close to, people who I care about. So like they really know what I'm doing. They really understand why I'm doing certain things and why I wouldn't do other things. You know? It's weird like that. But like I really do believe that like some things are better when they're done in a certain way, and I wouldn't have done it any other way. But yeah, I was writing this all the way in last year. I just had planned out only these 4 bars. I don't even know what I'm gonna add to it or remove from it, but it's nice to finally get around to properly developing it. Hmm. I don't know if that's the instrument I want, frankly. This is like the most common like hole to fall into with the instruments, and you're just like, oh, which one? None. Keep struggling. That's the way to go in life, struggling. Although it's kind of true, because it's like very, very hard to figure out instruments, okay? Like, I'm not even gonna lie, the amount of time you just struggle with the instruments because they're freaking terrible to try and figure out. And it's true, they are horrible. I mean it. They're horrible at trying to figure out. Oh, that's terrible. I would never, I don't want that. Change right now. Let's change it right now. I was thinking more like glockenspiel, um, and like a xylophone type of deal, but I don't know why I picked musical glass harmonica, but I wanna. This does not make it better. I don't know why I picked basically the same thing, and I was like, I'm sure I'll get something different. You don't. What's wrong with you, Mew? I'm gonna try a glockenspiel. I like the way glockenspiels sound. Okay, maybe not. It just doesn't make sense in this, I think. All instruments, pitched percussion. Let's try a xylophone. A vibraphone is also a good idea. I like that. Oh, go from the beginning, please. Yes, I actually really like that. I'm gonna add another instrument because we obviously need a different instrument also on top of this, because if you don't have that, then you're kind of not doing a good job, I suppose. That's not true. That's not true. You could totally stop there if you really wanted to, but I want to add more things. So we're going to be adding more things. That's just basically like going to be kind of percussion, kind of the chords, cuz it works. I might add more chords also, cuz that also is a good idea. I sound a little bit drunk. I promise I am not. I'm not legal age to consume alcohol right now in this country. But hey, nobody told you that. I'm only drinking crap tons of thumbs up, which is like Coca-Cola, except it's better. And if you ask me why it's better, because it tastes better, and you're gonna be asking, yeah, what's the difference? The taste. Honestly, it has less sugar, probably, definitely, because it doesn't taste as sugary, and it has like spice extracts in the mixture in the recipe, and so it tastes like a little bit more like flavorful and like deep in a way you don't expect this type of drink to be, and it tastes really good, frankly. That's why I drink it. For the 8 months that I was living in Malaysia, I didn't have any like proper access to the amounts of thumbs up I normally consume. And so I was drinking a crap ton of Coca-Cola, which honestly, why would I do that to myself? Because I could drink anything, but I chose Coca-Cola because it's like the most similar, except it still tasted like shit. And I had no choice but to drink it because, like, what choice do I have, really? I didn't have a choice, clearly. That's why I was drinking Coca Cola. I don't like Coca Cola. But I was drinking like about a liter and a half every 2 days. Maybe more than a liter and a half. Probably like around 2 liter every 2 days. Because I would get like one 500 ml bottle in the morning. And I had like a 1.5 liter bottle inside my house that I would drink through the rest of the day. Have you ever had OG Turkish cola? No, I have not. If I ever get the chance, I would love to try it, and I have no idea what that is, but it sounds like a delicious, fun time. Except I hope it doesn't have drugs in it, because the original Coca Cola had a lot of cocaine. I don't think I'm into that very much. I'm fine not having drugs. Oh, don't try it. Okay, cool, awesome. Never trying it then. Cheers to me for making fast decisions. Um, back to this, because I genuinely have no idea where you're supposed to take it. But you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna try and add chords. Because what is a better time to torture yourself than by adding chords? I'm gonna do something unconventional, right? And I'm gonna do that. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna build a different rhythm on top of this. Why not? Who's stopping me? Nobody, actually. Maybe that is the problem. Maybe somebody should stop me. You know? That, honestly, it's the worst thing that ever came out of Turkey. Now, I want to know more about this suddenly. All of a sudden, I'm curious. That's always a good thing, actually. F A C E F A C D. C and D. Oh shit, that was the wrong one. Ha ha, that was the wrong one. F A B. What? B D, right? F A B D B D B D F G D B D F G B D F. That's not F. Fuck me. Alright. That's F. Oh my. How come I didn't realize that? That is just terrible. F A C B. Wow. That is really stupid of me. Somehow I managed to forget what the actual F was. Dang it. How did I do that? Oh my god. I cannot. I genuinely can't. Okay, let's listen to it. Oh shit. It sounds horrible. And I think it's the problem with the electric piano, nothing else but the electric piano, honestly. All the instruments, keyboards. We're gonna try a different thing. And I'm gonna be. Oh my god. Okay, I think the issue is also partly with the fact that it sounds very heavy when it doesn't need to be. Oops. Yeah, it sounds terrible. I'm gonna delete all of those. That whole thing. Yes. I thought I really was doing something, but it just kind of sounds awful. But I still want like some sort of like synthesizer-esque aspect. Maybe instead of like it being so huge, it would just be a thing. It could go. Oh my god, I just like shivered a little bit. We can go for a. None of these sound good. What is a clavinet? Oh, clavichord? Let's try that one. I hope you don't disappoint me, darling. Because I really do not want to be disappointed. Okay. No. Yeah, no. Absolutely not. Also, that one also doesn't do anything. How come? They all sound kind of horrible in their own way. Like, I really wasn't aware that was possible to sound kind of horrible every single time. Uh, we're gonna go for another theremin. Another day, another theremin. Are we right? We are. Indeed. Right. I... I... I don't know how much to do before it's too much. What if we... Uh... Instead of using an F, which honestly I should have realized by now. Wow, that is so loud. We're gonna... Oh god, that's horribly loud. Yeah, that also isn't doing much, huh? Okay, forget it. Let's just figure out how we want to add a um I'm really like grasping for strings here because I have no idea what to do next. Uh we would probably need something that's like less rhythmic. So we're gonna go for like this. Yes. Huzzah. You are. We're gonna go A. Another A. Mm, A. B. B. Oh no, B and C then. I think B and C is good idea. We're just gonna go up slowly. Why? Why does it sound... Okay, fine. We're gonna go G instead of A. Why does it sound like it's in a minor key? It really isn't. It's written in F major. Like all... Okay, to be fair, the chords in F major and... What's the minor of F? God dang it. I cannot believe I'm forgetting that right now. F, G, A, B, C, D. D minor are the same. They're just named the tiniest bit differently when you're writing them, like when you're analyzing them. But the chords are the same. It shouldn't sound minor though, because it starts with an F chord, which usually implies that it's gonna be in a major key. And the xylophone sounds like it's major, and then the grand piano sounds so fucking emo. I cannot. When did I do? How did I do that though? Like genuinely questioning my own work. I'm just like, why does it sound so goddamn like, instead of like, let's try a toy piano, right? Like, because those ones are really bright. Maybe it's the B flat. It was definitely the B flat. This is gonna get very old very fast. Trust me. I just shivered because it's kind of cold in my room. Ouch. Okay. I'm gonna do something so fucking annoying right now. Uh, what is that? D? Yes. D. Oh, maybe that's not even right. F. G. B. D. Okay, yeah, that. Oh my god. I should really be reminded to like take down the sounds of the toy piano, and then it still sounds hella minor. Why does it sound so creepy? I wasn't trying to write creepy music. This was supposed to be like really chill and cute and and like, oh, uplifting, like, oh my god, I feel the colors of the wind and whatnot, you know? I am definitely the problem, but I have no idea what the freaking issue is. I'm gonna use harp. Okay. You know what? Maybe it's a xylophone. I swear to God, if it's a goddamn xylophone, I will scream. Instead of harp here, I'm gonna go for a different one. It's gonna be a little bit more. Yeah. Piano and harp sound great together. We found our combination today, y'all. I really popped off. I really said, let's go. Actually, I really love when the piano and harp play together. I just always forget that's a combo I can totally use, because I sometimes feel like I go for really mainstream combinations because I like the very basic sounds that like generic pop songs have. But then again, I just realized that generic pop songs have a bunch of vocal effects and music effects. Wow, me, I'm so good at it. Thank you. I'm really proud of my zero effort in this. Yeah, I'm like going so much. I'm putting so much effort right now. Honestly, I think my teacher from my last year of college, I mean my first year of college, will literally balk at this and be like, "Bro, like where did all of my teaching go down the drain?" But the teachers were also kind of shit at teaching, so I honestly cannot, in good conscience, say that they were good teachers. They were not very effective as teachers. They were just very opposite of teachers. Very good at not teaching you things and instead teaching you all the ways you can cut corners to make up for the very little time to finish assignments and projects that you get. Because, like, get this right, we would have assignments and projects to submit and tests to give every 2 weeks of every single semester. Like, I think you get like the first 4 weeks of the semester, and then from then on, fifth week onwards, every 2 weeks, you have a fucking, like, you have like 4 assignments to submit, you have like 3 tests to give. You can forget about sleeping, like, forget that sleep exists because it doesn't for you. You can forget about it because you are at practice day in, day out. Like, you go to the goddamn college in the morning and you stay there till like 8. You come home and you finish your work, you finish your homework, you finish your like practice, your personal own stuff practice, right? You don't even I'm not even talking about the practices that you're supposed to have with other people, because you have a mandatory performance class that you have to do with your classmates, even if they're hella shitty. Because I had a definitely a super shitty classmate, still can rant about that specific classmate, and I do so with my friends from that school, that college, and they will listen to me patiently every single time. They're like, it's over, right? Like, we're all so glad that it's over, but like, that place was an absolute nightmare. I still don't know why people go there, but like, really, it's convenient because it's like supposed to help you skip like 2 years of your dream college. Because it's true, it does help you skip like 2 years of your dream college. Like, I'm not even shitting about that, it's true. But yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now. I feel like I get very hyped about talking. Like, I get very like excited and then forget that I only really get angry about a few things though. So I constantly feel like I'm allowed to be angry. Because I am allowed to be angry. I just feel like sometimes it's like my anger is kind of misplaced sometimes. gonna copy this. Why I'm so smart. Oh my god. Don't you just love me? Copy this, and instead of going back to C, we're gonna go to B flat. We're so spicy. We're so different here. What's up with that? That's dissonance. That's a lot of dissonance. Hello, dissonance. F. Let's go straight to F instead. That E and A. Nope. What's up with that? Huh. I am seriously, why is YouTube once again fucking with me? What's wrong with you, YouTube? Why can't you just let me have a stream in peace? It's actually the first stream this is actually happened. So I'm just being annoying and salty about some shit. Why is it buffering again? It says excellent connection, but like, are you excellent though? Are you just. I don't honestly, when you said you're so good at this, I honestly don't know if you're being sarcastic or not, because I'm sometimes being sarcastic about my skill level. Because I'm good. Okay, I'm like decent. Okay, I'm like actually every single time I say something about my own skill level, it's gonna keep going down. But according to my friends, I'm actually pretty good. So I'm gonna choose to believe in them because they're more trustworthy sometimes. And I don't trust my own skills a lot of the times. There's like certain periods of time in every single few days, weeks, months, but I'm gonna question everything I do if it's like, am I doing a good job? Maybe not, maybe not, you know? And you're gonna see me question what I'm doing a lot. And I'm trying my best to improve, right? Like, as a musician, as somebody who writes music, plays music, sings and stuff, I'm trying to improve. I'm not really doing too well on the improvement part because I've been slacking off again. And yeah, I've been like, I do end up slacking off a lot sometimes because I think like sometimes I forget that like you're allowed to take a break, take a step back, and like reevaluate your choices, your decisions, and like what you're interested in doing, and where do you want to take your, like, where do you want to go with what you're doing, you know? Sometimes I forget that. And I really always try to learn a lot at the same time and invest my time in a lot of things because like I I don't know, it just feels like time is escaping me, you know? And that's not true. Time isn't going anywhere. I have so much time right now that it's genuinely concerning how worried I am about like, I suppose, like being late to something, although it makes no sense, right? Like, frankly, that's a weird thought to have when you're not late to shit, because you're living life at your own pace as you should. Life is not a race against anyone, even yourself. And sometimes it feels like I'm playing as if I'm losing. But in fact, I am not losing at anything because there's no competition, and there's only like what I'm doing by myself. But like, it's just like, it's weird because I see all of like my peers and people I know in real life and stuff, and they're all in college and they're all doing fun things. And the only reason I'm not in college right now is because I didn't get into the college I wanted and decided I was gonna take a gap year instead of applying to other colleges because I wanted to try again. And I'm being completely honest and upfront about that. I'm a little bit stubborn, but I know I can get in. It was just not a good time this year, I guess. But I also think it's really valuable for me to have that time and take a gap year and improve myself and all of those fun things that you can do when you have time to yourself. And like, yeah, part of it is like completely selfish, but then again, it's not like anyone is telling me that I can't be selfish. It's me going like, oh my god, you're so goddamn selfish, Mew. How can you do this to other people? But there's no one else to speak about. My mom's happy that I'm at home. My friends are happy that I'm getting a well-deserved break. I'm happy that I'm getting a break, but then I'm also like, I have no social life. I have nothing to do with my life. Like, I'm just alone. And that's not true because I actually am not alone. I have friends and I have people who support me and people who are excited to see me do new things. And I don't know. Living is difficult. Knowing about yourself is difficult. And being alive is also difficult. But hey, as much as I don't recommend it for anyone else, I wouldn't trade it for anything else. So let's keep listening to what I've done this time. Oh, I really like that. I did the thing again. I did the dissonance thing again. And it's not going great. Can I go B here instead of C? Because it's too dissonant. It's too close. That's a big no-no. It's a minor. Oh, wait. I don't like the D that goes there. I mean the F. Can I go back up? What does it sound like if I go back up? Oh, it's a pleasant surprise. And it's true, it will come to pass. But like, see, struggling with your own consciousness and your like self-awareness is a very big part of life. Having an existential crisis every 3 days is not that I do have an existential crisis every 3 days. I don't, which I'm really glad about, because if I think if I did have an existential crisis every 3 days, I would absolutely lose my mind, which is not much different to right now. But like, hey, I would be worse. I would be completely unhinged, insane. I'm quite unhinged and insane, but not completely. It's mostly unhinged and insane. There's a huge difference. There's a little bit of difference, and I would like for it to say a little bit of difference indeed. But I mean, like, sometimes it just feels like the world is moving on and you're just stuck in the past, and that's not true. Because although the world will keep moving no matter what you do, you cannot be stuck in the past, because you too are moving with the world. Even if you're not doing shit, like, even if you're not doing anything, you're still gonna be moving with the rest of the world because you don't have a choice. It's just how it works. It sucks, but it is what it is. You see, it's just fantastic when you have no idea what you're doing. Honestly, it's kind of freeing as well. Like, in some ways, it's like, it's a way for you to affirm to your own self and no one else that you're not going to be left behind no matter what you do, because you cannot escape the pull of time unless you somehow develop powers that stop time, which I don't think are possible. But, go off. You do you. Who knows? There might be somebody who has powers to stop time. They're just stopping time casually, having their little cake and eating it too. And I respect them for it. Yeah. I know sometimes they say really inexplicable things, but trust me, nothing in this world is too strange. At this point, you cannot surprise me. I've seen too many weird things happen around me. Dang. Okay, I feel very happy that it sounds the way I want it to. like it sounds peaceful. Also interesting. It sounds peaceful and interesting. I don't think we're gonna finish this piece today. Although I didn't expect to in the first place, because I was like, there's no way. I don't know. I sometimes predict my own self, and I really do, because I'm not even kidding about this, but I could straight up have um powers that show me the future, but only mine. Only ever mine. They're all the most random snippets of the randomest days, and it just feels like constantly having deja vu. Because then you have the same conversation with the same people like two times, and you're like, "What the fuck? I thought we talked about this already, and apparently we did." But like, I didn't remember, because no, we did, and they didn't remember because it didn't happen for them. It only happened for me. And if you know what I mean, and you understand what I mean, I pity you because I pity me too. Future Mew spoils a lot of fun things in my life for me, including books. And I don't even know which books sometimes. She's already spoiled them. Do you know how painful that is? I just know things about books I haven't read yet. And she knows because she's already read it. Future Mew is a bitch. As much as I respect her for like making things harder for me, I also kind of resent her for making things harder for me. Like, I'm you, bro. Like, do you have no respect for your own self? I have no respect for my own self. I will take any opportunity to slam myself. My friends like to call me out on it, and if you see me doing it, you should too, because it's a bad habit that I need to stop doing. I want to keep the same general structure. I want to change the notes. So we're going to do exactly that, because we're smart people and we love changing tiny things that honestly should make little difference. We're gonna go here. We're gonna go to A, and we're gonna keep that the same. We're gonna go to C, and then yeah, ito E. I hope that's not gonna cause problems. That's F. F. Oh, I can't use C. Oh shit, I cannot use C. Okay, we're gonna go D instead then. I mean B instead then. Okay, let's listen to it. Shit, why does it sound so good? What the fuck? Did I write that? Oh no. I have skills. I do have skills. I'm absolutely brilliant. I'm a genius in music. Worship me, but peasants. It's either like I slam myself to the point where it's like bad, or like I praise myself to the point it's comical. Why is there no in between? I don't think I have like very bad self esteem issues, like really, really terrible self esteem issues. Like, I have, honestly, sometimes in the negatives. Right now, it's like comfortably at 0. And the scale goes on till like upwards of 5. So if we're talking 0 and sometimes it's in the negatives, then you know it's bad, right? Like, there's basically no self esteem there. Sometimes in the negatives, that means there's even less than nothing. I, sometimes I would like to ask myself how that's possible, but like, that is really very possible. I'm prime example of it. But yeah, trust in my own skills is very important, because I have good skills. I am skilled. I am, yeah. Going back and listening to it from the beginning once more, because if it doesn't fit, then I'm gonna have to shift that, because I really like the melody that I just made, and I like the way that it sounds with the everything. But then if it doesn't fit with the rest, then it's just gonna sound kind of awkward, and I'm gonna have to make sure that it fits because I really like it. Okay, shit, it sounds so good. What the fuck? Oh my god. Even just these two instruments also make it constantly like sound so complete. Although I still want to add more because I am like under the maximalist agenda. That's not true. I like minimalism too. I like a lot of instruments. Definitely I think it needs like a clap or something. Snap, clap. Is there? Oh jeez. Mew. Stop getting so goddamn distracted. I want a finger snap. Yes. Yes, absolutely. Okay. We've added that, right? Like it's there. It exists now. Well, all right. I still want like some parts of it to be like sustained, and there is no sustain right now, but we're going to figure it out. I promise. We're going to change that though, cuz we have to. Goes to E, right? We're going to go and take it to B. Instead of F, we're going to bring it down to A. And here we're gonna go G? Can we go to G? D, F, G. G, B, D. Yeah, yeah, we can go to G. It's fine. Eto. Gonna go up. Go up further. And then... Wait a second. What was the thing? Down, down, up. Up. I'm gonna go to G, A. Down. B. Let's listen to it. I don't know what I'm doing right now with that. Don't know how it sounds. Definitely. Oh shit. What the fuck? How am I consistently nailing this? I should probably explain what I'm doing. But listen to it and then I will explain. Hi. Wait a second. I know that name. And I know who you are. And I know that you should be... Shouldn't you be sleeping? Isn't it super early in the morning for you? Wait a second. Oh, okay. I see. You were going somewhere. How exciting is that? Are you going to school? Do you even have school right now? Isn't it summer holidays everywhere? Or am I stupid and I didn't realize? I mean, I could have totally not realized because I don't remember where summer holidays are everywhere. When summer holidays are everywhere. Okay. I'm very pleased with myself right now. Now I will attempt to explain what I did, even though I am not good at telling people what I'm doing. Okay, to be fair though, like I barely understand what I did myself. That saying barely means like I know what I'm doing, kind of, but not really, because like I just did whatever felt right in that moment. Ito. So I have like four chords, okay? This is set in the key F major, which has one flat, which is B flat. When I was writing this, I didn't realize that I accidentally made it in F major. I just wrote down these notes: F A C E, F A C D, okay, F A B D, and F G B D. And those are the four chords. So this is F major 7, D minor 7, B flat major 7, and then G minor 7. Okay, this is all you need to know because honestly, that was the most important part. Then all the only thing I did was I know that this is kind of like a rhythmic sort of melody. This is a rhythmic sort of feel. So I want to make sure that I include something that either is also rhythmic or would be a little bit like chill melody. Like it's gonna drag on. It's a little bit like sustained. So I decided to use longer notes everywhere except for in the last bar, because I think I needed like some sort of palette cleanser before it goes back to being like very sustained. So when you're listening to this without the rhythmic component, you're not going to be able to enjoy the whole like experience. But in the end, this is sort of like, it's sort of based on the chords. The thing is, my teacher would be quite proud of me, because he is like big on making the chords, like deciding on the chords before anything else that you do. He's like big. Okay, so his like formula is chords, then drums, any kind of like percussion, then he adds like bass, and then he adds melody. And I do something different, because I like to go melody first. Whenever I've written any amount of music ever, I just start with the melody and lyrics first. And then I think about the drums, the chords. I never actually think about the drums or chords or anything. I just leave it at melody and lyrics, hoping somebody else will make the chords for me, because then I won't have to do as much work. You see, we're all interested in having less work. Plus, all of my other friends are really good at the chords aspect of things, and I'm not. Like, I can write chords and decent chord progressions, but then I cannot figure out the chords for my own melodies, because I never actually do them. Like, I kind of forget, and I only write the melodies and the lyrics down. I don't even write the melodies. I just record a freaking voice. I just record a recording where I'm singing the song that I wrote without any chords or anything. It's just like straight up just like like the melody of the music, like the song that I'm singing plus the lyrics. Bye. Bye bye. I'll see you later on Discord probably, because I'm a slack. Also, I'm supposed to go out for dinner with my mom and my sister today, because they were like, "Oh, it's been such a long time since we've gone out on dinner." And I was like, "Oh, you're so right." And I also don't want to leave my house, but I still will, because they want to go out on dinner. And I'm a very, very filial child, a very doting elder sister. Back to my explanation, right? So I figured out the chords, because I already wrote down the chords like way long ago. It's overdue, honestly, to finish this composition. And the only thing I did add here right now was the melody, which was in the piano. So the few things that we did was, one, we figured out the tempo, the instruments, and the melody. The melody being like very kind of important, because it gives the spice that you need after the chords, because the chords are like basic things, right? You need chords so that you have something to follow, like in terms of music that accompanies you in the background, but you need the melody to make sure people are interested and listening, because the chords can be like anything, and the melody is what really confirms that, oh, I'm interested, at least that's what I feel. And that's how I really write my music, which is why I always go melody first. Like, if you see me write music, it'll be like 10 minutes. I had something that I was inspired by. I wrote a whole song, wrote the melody. Like, I figured out the melody, wrote the lyrics, and I recorded the whole thing, and then I'm done, because I don't ever think about the chords, because I'm a lazy piece of shit. That's not true. I just, honestly, sometimes I just don't know how to go about figuring out the chords, so I just leave it until I can't avoid it, which is never, because I never actually end up having to figure out the chords. Like, even for my actual song that I'm gonna be releasing soon, because I keep like, if I don't say it enough, I feel like people will forget, and I cannot have you guys forget, because it's a song I literally wrote for this purpose. Like, I wrote this song with other people in mind. Okay, it wasn't even for me; it was for other people. Like, I mean, I wrote the song for myself, but it was because I was like thinking about streaming and debuting as a VTuber. And so I came up with a whole ass song for that. Yes, I know how extra it sounds, because I am kind of extra, okay? It comes with the territory. I can't help it. I genuinely cannot. And it's called Welcome to the Universe, and there's a teaser in it in the debut. So if you want to go and watch it, you should. Also, I'm probably gonna do another version. I mean, like another little teaser of it in my second model debut, which is awesome. When should I do the debut? I keep getting like stuck over the same few things I've been talking about for the past 3 days now, but like I still don't know when to do my new model debut. I feel like I'll just decide after I've finished all of the little other things that also are included in said model debut. Because I said new overlays, new schedules, new background music, new everything. That probably means more background music to write, which I am very happy about because I don't mind that. It just, I'm annoying sometimes. I scratched the inside of my mouth with my retainer and it hurts. And it's like painful right now as well. It's sort of like vaguely itchy and annoying. Also, another like side note, I don't know why I suddenly like completely deviated from what I was talking about, but this is actually funny because I said I was gonna play Apex after the first Apex stream, right? And I did. I tried every single day, open the goddamn thing, and they won't let me have any matches. It's like I'm shadow banned. Like, you know, you get shadow banned on Instagram. It's like I'm shadow banned, but on Apex, I get no bitches. And it's true because I was like there for half an hour one day just waiting for me to be put in a goddamn match, and it wouldn't put me in a match. And I was just like, what the freaking hell? Like, I thought I could have fun and actually learn how to play this game, but no, it doesn't even want to let me practice with other people. Because by myself, I would be no good, actually. It's true. By myself, I would just get bored so fast and, like, leave. Oh my god, I have so many bitches, but, like, they keep me out here gatekeeping me from other people. How can they do that? Why would you gatekeep me? You should share me with everyone. I want everybody's hearts. I'm yandere as fuck. That is in fact true. I'm quite yandere. I just keep it covered up tightly in my nice girl mask. I'm nice though. I'm like a nice person, okay? But yeah. TLDR, I haven't figured out when to debut my model. Apex doesn't want me to play the goddamn game, which I scheduled a whole ass stream dedicated to Apex this week. I'm really rethinking that. Might as well actually change that because Apex doesn't want me to play the goddamn game. What else did I say? Oh yeah, new overlays, new schedules, new background music for the new model. Although, like, I still am like, okay, I was working on the I'm gonna turn on the other music so that I feel like, oh my god, why didn't it turn on? Freaking hell, it's loud. Okay, yeah. Because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be talking for like the next 15 minutes again. I was making the schedules today, okay, and I was hella struggling. Why? Because I had planned like a whole ass thing, and I had like made like a proper like mock-up of it, if one must say that word. And I was like showing it to Hex and Susu and Mimi, who are all people on my little crew in the background trying to help me out for most things. And I was showing it to them, and then we were having some very conflicting opinions. Not the fact that we like two of us liked it, two of us didn't. Like, I did not like what I was making. Like, I liked certain aspects of it, but then other parts were just kind of off and they didn't make sense, and so we like ended up scrapping that idea, and I was trying another one. And the other one is going pretty well, but I'm not sure if I actually should keep that, because it's like, normally you don't see schedules like that, right? And I don't really care about if other people have schedules like that or not. I just care about whether it's usable, whether it's actually like, you know, something that you can use in earnest and it would make sense. And it does. It's just that I cannot figure out a goddamn font for that stupid schedule, and it's giving me so much issues. Like, it's making my heart, no, it's making my head hurt. I was gonna say heart hurt, but my heart's fine, really. Just my head isn't. And I was up at like 10 a.m. in the morning when I could have been like, okay, no, I was watching hospital playlists in the background because I was like, I need something to like buffer through this, and I was making the new version of it. The old version had some pretty good ideas. It just had, I don't know, it just had some horrible, like, not horrible, but it was just kind of incomplete in a way that it couldn't be made completed. I don't know how to explain it, because if you saw it, you'd be like, it's fine, but I don't know. That's exactly was my reaction. My friends were giving really good suggestions because they're good at suggestions. They're good at picking out inconsistencies, and I very am thankful for that, because I'm not. Sometimes I just ignore the problems because I'm like, who wants to actually focus on that? Focus on the good things. That's not true. I do look at the problems. I just think that they're better at picking out like the specific problem with the problem. You know, I'm like, oh, vaguely this is weird, but like what's weird about it, I don't fucking know. Which I'm trying my best to learn. Like I said, I was doing a graphic design course randomly. Why? Because I can. Who's stopping me, really? I really want to learn After Effects, but I don't want to pay for Adobe. Does that make sense? I know about another software that does motion graphics, that's for motion graphics, and it's for free. Like, the free tier is for free anyways, and it's most of the features, so it doesn't really matter, right? But the thing is, it's like quite hard to figure out, and I can't figure it out. There's like tutorials, but like they're not very helpful. I don't want to figure it out by myself. I'm getting distracted. Back to what I was saying about the goddamn schedule, because it's giving me actually a headache. Right, so I couldn't figure out a single font. My last resort was I was gonna use Times New Roman, because Times New Roman is classic. It's, you know, it's like tried, true, tested. It's chill. Times New Roman is Times New Roman. You know you're gonna get what you're gonna get. Like, I tried every single font because I was using Canva for the fonts, because Canva has a decent font library, and I did not want to go hunting for like a whole ass font. Like, I did not want to go looking for type on the internet. I would be exhausted and I would be there forever, okay? So I was gonna like go for the classic Canva font situation, and it was not going well because none of the fonts that I was picking were like good. And I wanted the glow, like the neon effect, because like my whole new overlays and everything have like sort of a neon effect going on for them. I don't know why I use light pen on Procreate for basically every single element, but I did, and it looks good. So I'm not like mad about the light pen. I'm just mad about the fact that like it's sort of taken over everything, which is indeed what happens. You know, it just is what happens. I can't help it. But in the end, I still haven't finished my schedule. And okay, but like Hex offered to help me out, so I'm gonna send her like the template for the schedule, and she's gonna help me out with the font, and I'm gonna be very thankful because she's amazing. She's so smart. I love her, and she's the best, and I just love her so much, and I just wanna go and hug her right now because I love her so much. But yeah, I still struggled so much for no reason. Like, the first one was, it had good foundations, just some shit went all over the place, and I was just like, this looks so dumb, and I have no clue as to why. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes shit just looks weird and you can't even pick out why. And my friends were also like, well, I mean, if you like it, you can keep it. And I was like, no, it's incomplete. There's something about it that just pisses me off, and I don't know what it is, so it's just gonna have to go away. I'm not gonna use it, that's what I meant. And so I ended up making a new one, and the new one is way better because it looks nicer and everything, and has like, I'm basically like, to be fair, I'm like leaking all of the shit I'm doing, but like, I'm basically kind of copying a previously made schedule, but changing like the style up just a little bit, enough that it counts, not enough that it makes much of a difference. But it looks really nice, so I don't mind. Plus, it was the style that I wanted. I always wanted like the same style, like, because I really like the way that it looks and the way that it gives, like, the feeling that it gives me. Mostly I do a lot of things based on feeling, okay? I feel like now it should be well established. It's been like 3 months. March, April, May. Yeah, it's been 3 months of me streaming. No, wait, 2 months. All of March, all of April. Yeah, it's been 2 months of me streaming. Not all of March, from 14th of March and up to 14th of April, and then 14th of April to 15th, 14th of May. God damn it. God, words aren't being words anymore. That's how I know I need to step out of the light. But yeah. My point being, it is quite difficult to do things sometimes, especially words. Words aren't wording and it's just distressing. Yeah. I hope if anyone's watching the VOD later on, they just laugh and are like, that was hilarious. Because I hope that they can laugh and be like, that was hilarious. Because that really was hilarious. Truly, I am an iconic. Okay. I'm gonna turn off the music and go back to finishing this piece of composition because I forgot that it existed for a second. I forgot that you existed. That song is actually pretty good. I wanna listen. I wanna sing it. But shit. Oh, I forgot to increase the volume again. See, this is the problem. I always forget to increase the goddamn volume, and then I'm like, oh, why is it so soft? But it is, darling. But it is. Oh my god, okay. You know what? I've decided what I'm gonna do next. It's just gonna repeat this. I'm gonna repeat that. Why? Because it would sound so good. Actually, I could just repeat the thing. It would be fine. I want to change some things about it though. So we're gonna figure out what things I want to change. I mean, definitely the last one. The last line is definitely gonna have to change. Because, like, it would once again leave it sort of like unended, like kind of unresolved. That's literally the term they use, by the way. It's called being leaving it unresolved, which is not really the ideal thing that you want to do. I'm like furiously drinking my drink right now. I want that to be the last line too, you see. Not gonna lie, it seems like an absolutely fantastic last line. And I'm gonna do something very fun. Haha. Huzzah. And instead of going from F here, we're gonna go down to F here. Haha. I'm very smart. Wow. I don't know what it sounds like. So we're gonna listen to it right now. Gonna have to change that last one as well. No, 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 you're all wrong. Yes, that is it. Okay, play, 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 play. Oh god, it sounds off. Now? Okay, F, D, and here G, B, G, yes. Okay, if we just listen to this line, right? Ah, 뭐야? Why does it sound weird? Like at the very first note, it just sounds kind of strange. Which is not what I wanted, obviously, but it sounds strange and I have no idea why. I have 2 lines left to figure out. 1 and 2 here. To. Let's see. I want to go down. So we can go from G to E and then we can go from like A to C. Why not? What's stopping me? Absolutely nothing. I can go buck wild. No one would care. Uh, kind of. Kind of. I imagine people would care. They would just be kind of stealthy about what they say. Cause it's rude to be mean. I mean, it's not really rude. It's just kind of awkward. Like, why would you want to be rude to people on purpose when you can be rude to people on accident? Now, that's a hot take, isn't it? Oh my god, I did not mean to start it all the way from the beginning. I just wanted to listen to it from here. Oh, what the fuck? That sounded so good. Oh shit, that sounded really good. Oh, right. There's whole line left to figure out why. I'm contemplating what exactly I should be doing just right here. Oh, darling. Oh, indeed. Okay, you know what? We're gonna do something kind of controversial. I imagine it's controversial. I have no idea if this is controversial or not, but I'm gonna keep saying it's controversial as if it is. It's not. Really, it's not. I liked the effect that it had, so we're gonna keep doing that. Oh wow! Who would have thought you would do that? What do you do again? What did I do? uh, here we go. B. B is good. B, and then we go to, because it's D, right? B and D. We can just go to A. Why not? Why? Absolutely, why not? Why not? Mm, 이상해. Oh no, wait. Wait. Okay, wait. We're gonna go D here and B here. Because we can. Absolutely. We're gonna listen to it from right here. And then we're gonna add the rest. Because I don't think I want to add more stuff. Yes. More stuff. No more. Because it's already a lot. I mean, this is already quite adequate. That sounds so good. Why? Yeah, oh, that is a very satisfying ending, frankly. That is very satisfying. Now I'm gonna figure out the finger snap situation, right? Oh, the finger snap is not snapping at all. That is very, very unsatisfying. Oops. What? That is not a stamp. Do you guys hear that? What the frick? That's like a whole ass kick drum, bro. Are you serious? Okay, you know what? It's fine. Percussion body hand slap. Yeah, slap. That for sure will work. I believe in the slaps. That's a very reverby slap. I mean, why is that slap so funny? Oh, that is horrible. I feel bad for myself. Uh, that is horrible. That is a horrible sound. That is just absolutely not what I was going for. God, I hope the clap does something, because, like, I'm just. Oh, okay. I feel faith in life. Instead of 1 and 3, because that's where, like, it's like the. It's like the interesting sound. I think I'm gonna, like, put the thingy on the 2 and 4. Oh my god. That was stupid. The 2 and the 4. I don't know. I will see how it sounds, frankly. I feel like it wouldn't sound too bad, but you never know, because sometimes they seem to feel like they would sound good, but then they don't. And then you're like, oh shit, I made a mistake. And you're like, oh, I didn't expect that. Okay, let's see. I don't like it. Oops. I don't like it. Okay, let's figure out a different instrument instead, because I didn't like the way that was sounding. Um, yeah. That's a shame, because I was really hoping that they would sound good. You know? I really was hoping that they would sound good. Oh, what about a whip? Huzzah, let's see what a whip is. Oh, okay. I just want maybe one. Actually, maybe 1 on 3. 1 and 3 is a good idea, because it's like so strong that it would just support the melody and harmony. Actually, maybe I was stupid. It's like, okay, so the feeling that I got just now was when you're like really young and you see like a random person, and they're like, oh shit, what did I just do? They're like, so like, this is the feeling that I got from this like specific sound was there's like this very specific core memory of mine is like seeing this like mom um and just pat her child to sleep. And it is by all means no one in particular at all, but like, because my mom never actually patted me to sleep, she like shook me to sleep, so I would get used to sleeping faster. But this was, I don't know, it just felt like that. It felt like a soft pat to help lull you to sleep. Does that make sense? I feel like it should, but I don't know. I don't know if it needs bass or not. I haven't decided yet, but we will soon, because I want to listen to this with the claps. The what are they called? Whips. It's very calming. Oh shit. I don't even know if I want to change anything. It's just so soothing. Wow. That is actually a really good description. I love how different people come up with different names. Which is why I like to hold the BGM name contest, because I feel like I can never come up with a name as satisfying as what other people come up with. It's not that I have a bad sense of naming. I do have a pretty good sense because I always name my own assignments, right? But I don't know. People describe things differently, and it's just fascinating. Okay, that was really good. Oh no. I don't know if I actually want to add any, you could say any or at all bass, because it sounds really good as is, but I don't know. I always feel like if there's no bass, then it could be a little bit like empty. But that's not true, because even without the bass, most things sound pretty good. It's just the bass adds a lot of like support depth. But this already sounds so good. I'm gonna get rid of the bass clef here, okay? I'm gonna make a educated guess and say I actually really like where this has stopped. I wouldn't even mind just stopping here. I'm gonna probably just fix the levels a little bit. Uh Figure out. Yeah, that's perfect. Am I crazy or is that really good? What the fuck? It sounds freaking fat. I could make a whole ass living of making background music and no one would be the wiser. I actually have talent, which is very, very satisfying. Thank you very much. It sounds so good. How long is it in total though? Wait a second. Oh wait, it's 1 minute 35 seconds. That's a very decently long background music track. Okay, it's a very good BGM track. That's a decent long-ish time. No, I seriously low-key wanna make a Ko-fi and put all of these BGMs on it so people can just get it if they want. Like obviously anyone who's already listened to this or is on my Discord gets it basically for free. But you know, wouldn't mind. Maybe the ones on Discord can be the ones for free because I'm the ones who I'm the one who's really gonna be using them the most. But I don't mind making a Ko-fi and just putting a lot of the other, like I'll make more then. And like instead of putting them on Discord and letting you guys listen to them whenever you guys want, I will put them on Ko-fi. Be a little bit mean. That's not true. I would give it to anyone who asked it for it, on my Discord though. Probably not. But I don't mind this. What the frick? What? I didn't realize I was good at this. I did actually kind of realize I was good at this. I freaking hell. I don't know if I should stop here or add more because it feels so good right now. I want to stop, but then I'm also like, I can add more and it would be fine. There's a little part of me inside of me, the devil, that says, let's keep going, let's add more, let's, add more and make problems. But no, I think I'm actually gonna stop here. And I'm not sure if I wanna, well, if I wanna stop here and like let you guys decide the name or just pick the name on my own whenever I feel like it. That's the talent talking. Well, thank you very much for the compliment. I am blushing. I'm actually really happy with this right now. I've been thinking of completing this specific thing for so long, because I did say that I started writing this all the way back last year, September. It's been a hot second since I wrote the first batch, so I wasn't expecting to actually complete it, because I was just like, there's a high chance that I won't figure out what I actually wanted to do in the first place, but somehow it's better than what I thought I could write. But then again, I've progressed a lot since September, so yay. Okay, but seriously, should I don't know if I should make this a BGM naming contest again, or I missed the bus in the rain. That's a really long name. I honestly feel like I would forget the name constantly. But yeah, I don't mind calling it that. It sounds really, really romantic. Or just, I'm missing the bus in the rain. Or give it a super long title, like the rain made me miss my bus, and now I wrote a song about it. The game gives so much personality, but I won't lie that long names make it harder for people to get into the song, the thing, whatever, you know? Like sometimes long names put off people, but I'm okay with calling it I Missed the Bus in the Rain. So that's exactly what we're gonna call it. Changing it right now, because why not? Let's go. I am all impulsive. I'm gonna put your name in the credits here. Where's the amp? Okay. You won the contest. Well, in this case, you actually did win the contest. There is no contest, but you're here and you said the name, and I liked it enough to make it the name. So, wait, what do you want me to write? Dylan? Or do you want me to write random fan number 3? It's up to you, Dilly. If I put this on Ko-Fi, then you will have a name in the credits. Because technically you do have a huge credit for naming the song. That's a very important aspect, especially for me. I feel like names make it... Like, names are really... Definitely. The number 3 is one of my favorite numbers, so you got lucky. You really did. Do you want... Okay, but seriously, do you want me to write random fan number 3, or do you want me to write Dylan? Because either way, you get to win. I will seriously contemplate about making a Ko-Fi. But yeah. Okay, awesome. I will seriously contemplate about making a Ko-Fi. I'm not sure if I actually am ready for something like that, but what's the harm? If people want to pay me for writing the music that I already do, then why not? I should welcome the money, correct? So, I feel like it's really up to you. If you want Dylan, I could go for Dylan. Why would I put you in brackets? You helped. You're a huge part of the creative process. Okay? You should... okay, to me... Okay, if I explain why I think names are so important, especially in music, because names are the first thing you see when you think about music, right? Like, when you're thinking about classical music, you know there's, like, Nocturne... OP number 9, right? Like, you can see all of those things and you never understand what they're about because maybe you're not familiar. Maybe I'm not familiar. I definitely am not familiar. Like, I know what canon is, but as much as I love classical music, I'd never actually delved into the specifics of it. At least I haven't gotten the issue time to. The issue is I did not want to spend like 3 days trying to figure out what everything means in classical music. Although it probably wouldn't take 3 days. But back to why I think the names are super important, because the first thing anyone is gonna read is the name, and that's the first thing that they're gonna see, and they're gonna, like, if I read I Miss the Bus in the Rain and I start listening to it as like a song, I have an image in my head. Either it will subvert the image that I have in my head, the impression that I'm already have created in my head, or it will add to that impression. And I think that's really important because names are super, super, super important. There's always, I feel like I need to have a reason for anything that I name, right? Like if I give you, I don't even know if I have like examples from like what I write for my assignments and stuff. Let me see. I should have examples. Oh my god. I have exams, I don't have examples. What the frick? Oh yeah. I have one composition from a assignment that's called Warped. And there's no actual like context. When I when I wrote the thing, that's what I was thinking of, and that's why I gave the name, and then I just finished it there because I didn't want to figure out a name for it. Actually, I'm really lazy about naming sometimes, especially if it's something I'm not super interested in figuring out, obviously. But yeah, it's literally called Warped, and that's it. That's the name of the composition, and that's how the first thing that the teacher will see when they're grading it is the name. And once they listen to it, they'll decide if the name is, because like even if you don't care about the name, it's still super important. And like part of the reason is also because of the fact that the name gives you like the first little bit of spark in your brain. You're gonna look at this new music that you just saw, and you're gonna look at the name and you're like, oh, if the name doesn't sound good, you're gonna be annoyed. Because I've had many times where I just feel like, oh, why is this song named something that's so completely unrelated to the rest of the song? Like, this is not even part of the song. Why is it there? And so I feel like if you have the wrong kind of name for your song, for your track, for anything, it's just gonna feel like it's a different thing instead of the thing it's like. It's a really good way to get people to get like, you know, annoyed about it, then talk about it. But then it's also like people are gonna get annoyed about it. Eventually they're gonna be like, well, I don't like the name, so I'm gonna stop listening to it. I've been like that. I do that. So I can't see why other people wouldn't. I've been put off by certain books, certain things, because the name was weird. Okay, and I was like, the name's weird, I can't read this, I can't do this, I can't listen to this, I can't write this. So yeah, exactly. Like, you should, I feel like if anything, you should be putting a lot more effort in the name, because then it has to feel right for you. I like the I Missed the Bus in the Rain because the name is also good. The music may be freaking fantastic, but the name just doesn't hit right. You're gonna feel like something's missing, and that changes the way you listen to the music, because everything affects how you're perceiving something. Even in books, that's how I feel. And so I completely agree that names are super important, and that's why I feel like anyone who's giving me a name to a composition, they deserve a name in the credits. You know, they deserve their part in the credits of the song, because they did as important of a job as I did. And so that's why you get your name in the credits, and you should let your friends know that you helped out. It's important. I just chugged the last bit of Thumbs Up in my cup, and now I want more, but I shouldn't, because I have to go out. And not that it's gonna affect me in any way. It's actually, you should. Well, good luck to your mother. I hope I really should start posting edited versions of these streams. Really, I should. I just have a really hard, okay, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, but I don't like editing my own videos, because I am so fucking annoying. Like, I cannot watch 1.5 hours worth of my own video, okay? Like, it's exhausting. I am constantly bombarded with my own self. I don't need to do that to my own self. But then again, I do need to edit my videos, so I probably will edit parts of these videos so that anyone can listen to them. You know, smaller chunks of this. Just like, come on, this is quite long. Also, if your mom wants to come and listen to this piece of absolute freaking artwork right now, she can join. I'll play it again. I have some time before I have to actually go for dinner. So I'm so smart. My stream timings are very convenient for myself. That's in part sarcastic because I don't know, something about 4 p.m. has me going like I want to take a nap. Which is concerning, you know, I should not be taking this many naps. Oh shit, you know what? That's completely fine. Do you wanna show it to her when you're around her? I can send you the thing. I'll just go. I'm gonna be putting it on Discord anyways. I really like to spoil the people I care about. Fantastic. As you should. Naps are amazing. Gods. Every single time somebody mentions a nap, I just get so emotional. That's a lie. I don't. I really should be sleeping better times. I really should. Like, I slept the whole day yesterday. Like, it's not even a joke. I slept just after lunch. I ate my lunch. I ate another, like, second helping of lunch. And then fell asleep promptly. Like, completely unprompted. Passed out on the sofa. Woke up after a while, took my body from the sofa back in my room and then passed out there, and then woke up at 2:30 a.m. in the morning. Absolutely buck wild. And I was like, I can still sleep. And I was like, well, I'm really hungry still though. Like, I'm kind of hungry. It's been like more than 12 hours since I ate, so like maybe I should eat. I ate something and I was like, maybe I should go back to sleep. Then it was already like 3:40 or something, and I was like, well, I also want to read and I also want to have fun. So like I ended up going on my PC and I was trying to see if I could get, like, it was almost like 5 a.m. and I was like, I want to see if I can get like a match on Apex at 5 a.m. Did not get a match on Apex at 5 a.m. Actually, every single time I've tried to play Apex, it has just like cock blocked me so hard. Like, oh, Apex just doesn't want me to play the game. I get it, I'm bad, but like I'm not so bad that you need to like not have me play the goddamn game. Like, I was enthusiastic, but now I'm just angry. Then I started playing Valorant, and I played like 4 or something games. No, 3, 4, some amount of games with a bunch of other people. One of them was like surprisingly annoying because I was playing with a friend that I met on Valorant, and then another person joined us who was from one of our previous games, and then I got annoyed because they were really annoying. And then I was just like, oh my god, this is just painful. Because they were being really awkward. But not in a way where it's like cute or funny. They were just like being shady. Somebody's ringing the doorbell. Give me a second. While you can listen to this. While I go and open the door. I forgot to up the sound. That's my bad. I am sorry. That was probably like, okay, I'm like a complete and utter simp, okay? Like, my favorite activity in Valorant is simping for like completely random people. Like, there was this person I met, not even met, I just saw them in a game. They were in my team, and their name was the most tuney name I've heard in a while. It was Shadow Prince something, some number after that, and I was just like, Shadow Prince is so cool. Unprompted, no one, like, that guy didn't even say shit to me, and I was just like, Shadow Prince, oh my god, Shadow Prince, my Shadow Prince. And my other, like, the people who were playing with me in my like party, they were just like, one of them was just like, what is wrong with you? And I was just like, leave me alone, just let me simp for other people in peace. Like, nothing wrong with simping for a random person who doesn't know you for like one game of Valorant because they just seem cool, you know? The vibes are cool even if you haven't talked to them. And then I got pissed off at my own self, and then because I had to leave. Oh my god, I've never actually met an couple on Valorant, which is like, I just think it's not a thing in India right now. Like, some people take Valorant as a dating website, of dating game, dating app, and I'm just like, what are you guys doing? Because like there was a couple of times I truly am like, I think I'm the most annoying and kind of person you can find on Valorant, because I will just like start flirting and talking to like actually flirting, but like completely platonically, nothing serious, uh with like random people in my team or in the opposing team. There was this one time where I started flirting with someone from the opposing team. We were having such a fun time, play flirting and having fun, and then they didn't accept my friend request, and I was so sad about that. You know, they didn't accept my friend request, and I was just like, this is the saddest I've ever been. But actually it was fine, because the next game that I played, I met with like somebody really funny, but like completely platonically. They were really cool, and then they also didn't accept my friend request, which was really sad. But oh my god, ooh. What? Who does that? We're playing Valorant in very different places. Because like the only thing I hear whenever somebody doesn't get a kill or somebody gets a kill is like some random guy cursing in Hindi. Dang, I kind of want to play on EU servers now. I have no access to them, actually. I have no access to them, actually. The only servers I have access to right now is Mumbai, Singapore, Tokyo, Sydney for some reason. But the ping is so high, there's no point if I wanted to play on the Sydney server, you know? But like Mumbai and Singapore is quite similar. Actually, vaguely, eerily similar. And so I have no actual words for it. It's just like, if I go and play alone, I just get bored because there's no one to talk to. And it's kind of boring because all the people are too serious to play in unrated. Which, as a side note, I don't really like to play competitive a lot because people are too, like, intense in the worst ways possible. Like, they're just so like, oh my god, if I don't win, like, I'm gonna cry, I'm gonna like die, I'm gonna like lose my rank or whatever. And I'm like, I genuinely do not care about ranks and stuff. You have a compilation of couple names? Okay, damn, spit it out. You know, send it on the Discord. Send it on rec to Mew, because like, I need to see them. I've seen some wild couple like compilations of people playing Valorant and finding couples, and they seem really funny from the way that they describe it. But like, I imagine finding them on your own matches would be disgruntling, because it would just make you angry. It would just make you disgruntled. I say disgruntling like it's an actual word, but even I know it's not. It would probably make you quite disgruntled, because like, come on, who wants to actually see like a bunch of people being all like, I love you too, oh my god, you're just so hot. But like, yeah, you know, or maybe that's what they do. I honestly have no idea what they do, because kind of unaware of this. Again, I have no experience, no real life experience. I've only ever seen those on specific videos from this one person's like videos, like some guy named Andy or something. Anyways, he was funny, but like, he was kind of, I don't know, his experiences are very different from mine. My experience with Valorant has just been, people are creepy. I wish they would stop talking to me. But then I've had a few good experiences where I've just played with people who are absolutely unhinged in the best way possible, and then I've had a lot of fun because I'm also unhinged at that moment in the best way possible. But then this morning it was not good because I thought I was playing with someone who was as unhinged as me at that moment, but then they invited somebody who was really, we also thought they were gonna be a good, like, fun person to play and hang out with, but they were not. They were weirdly judgmental about the stupidest shit. Like, I was just like, I don't like people who use operators because one, I personally cannot use operators, and people who don't use them skillfully just are bad. Like, they just drag the whole team down. Like, there's like a whole group of people who are just like wannabe operator gods. And my issue with that is the fact that, like, they make it look like if you don't know how to use an operator, you're like the saddest piece of shit on this planet, when it's not true. Because, like, my OP gun is Guardian, and if you know, you know, okay? Guardian is a really good gun though. Like, it's like a fake sniper. You could totally get someone with one headshot. It's like 195 headshot, 0 to 50 meters. I'm pretty sure I memorized that at some point. It's really good if you want to fake snipe people. Plus, like, you can kind of spray. Not really, but like enough where it counts. Like, if you hit somebody twice, they'll die. It's really good as a gun. And like every single time I use Guardian, people are just like, why are you using Guardian? I'm like, it's good. I prefer Phantom as well. If I can get Phantom, I would not get Guardian. But like, if you don't have enough money for Phantom, get a Guardian. It's good. But like, that's also with the intention that you're not gonna go like really super close range. You're gonna try and keep like a bit further away, because the Guardian has a lot of damage from further away as well. Like, because it's 0 to 50 meters, the same damage, kind of similar to a Vandal, but it has higher damage than a Vandal. But then Vandal has more spread, so you can sort of spray with that. So yeah, everything has its pros and cons. I just think, like, I've learned a lot more about Valorant just figuring shit out completely by random. Even some of the really good lineups that apparently are like in those like you know, this is the best lineup for this map kind of videos, except I figured it out completely by accident after staying there for 2 seconds too long, realizing that people don't seem to realize I'm here at all. So yeah, I found some really cool lineups just through that, because I was just like waiting there. I didn't realize that the time had started, and then like they're in front of me and they didn't see me, and I'm like, bro, wow, that's negligent. Fantastic, I'm gonna kill them. Somehow people still don't realize that I've been doing it for like 5 rounds straight, and they'll just forget that I'm there. Some things are just too hard to change, like habits, like bad habits in specific, you know? Dang. I'm gonna export this. Oh my god. No! What? Oh my god. Oh, thank god. Okay, Control S. Oh god. I almost thought that I just fucked up that so hard. I was trying to click on file and I clicked on home, and I like had a whole ass like, oh my god. I almost cried too. What? Oh, thank god I realized that I wouldn't just leave. If I closed it, it would have, but like, it's fine. I found it again. I'm gonna export it. Can you guys see the thing that I do when I export it? Like, can you guys see the other? I wonder. Can you? I don't think so, right? It doesn't show the extra windows. I feel bad. I almost gave myself a heart attack, honestly. Shit. No, okay, that's fantastic. That gives me a bit of like safety. I don't want to accidentally dox myself, at least not now. That would be sad. I just started my career as a VTuber. How could I last if I just doxed myself? Okay, that was maybe I should listen to it once. Eto. I will listen to it once. Oh my god. You can't see that, can you? Oh shit, it sounds so good. What the fuck? Did I actually write that? What? Oh my god. Oh my god. I wrote that. What the heck? It sounds so good. Oh my god, that was great. That was awesome. Back to lowering the volume we go. I feel like that is a good suggestion that you should bring up on the server. And I'm sure somebody would be so happy to help you out, honestly. It's not a lie that a lot of the people on the server are artists. And a lot of them are my friends. They would be happy to give you... I mean, they would be happy to make me fan art for no reason. Like, a lot of the times, I get a lot of fan art that was just like random doodles that they did. But like, cause you see, the cat OC has been established for a very, very long time. Like, a year and a half. So, they're like quite familiar with the cat OC. So, they love drawing the cat OC. The cat OC is like, has a lot of freaking fan art, honestly. Yeah. I have a bunch of doodles from Hex in our DMs just sitting there, and I love those doodles to death because they're so cute. Yeah. You could just put it on the Discord for real though. Like, I'm sure somebody would pick up the idea and just be like, here you go, randomly, out of nowhere, and I'll just be like, when did this happen? Because that really happens a lot. A lot. It's actually surprising. What the fuck? Why does it happen that many times? Okay. But I'm gonna close this after saving it one more time. Oh no, wait, what? Yeah, I saved it one more time and I'm gonna close it because there's no need to keep it open. Oh my god. Oh, cancel. Okay, I'm done. I could never ask for free labor. I don't ask for free labor either, okay? Sometimes they just, like, give me random, like, I would say almost presents. Almost gifts. I think half of the time they do it because they want to, and I'm just, like, overwhelmed by the favor. I feel like, you know, I'm in the Emperor's harem, and I'm one of the concubines, and then they're just like, I'll bestow favor on you today. And it's just so random and amazing. You had a favorite artist on Twitter and you were friends and they left Twitter a month ago. Wow. Why did they leave Twitter though? Okay, to be fair though, like, Twitter is hellscape. It's literally terrible. It's just honestly a terrible platform, and the only reason I use it is because I have to and not because I want to. So I can understand her why, probably. But yeah, that's sad. I don't think a lot of the people I actually know in real life or like online friends are on Twitter. Oh, maybe she's active on other platforms, you know, like Instagram or Tumblr or something. I'm not sure though. I wouldn't be able to tell you. But I mean, if you just search up her name, you'd probably find her in a bunch of other places. Like, I mean, her Twitter handle, if you remember it, you can probably find her in a bunch of places. It ends up usually being that they have like different accounts and they just left Twitter because there was some drama. Because one of my artist friends also left Twitter because of something like that. Oh, that sucks. I feel bad. I'm so sorry. I wish I could do something to help you out, but I have no idea what. That always sucks, you know. But like the only thing is that you can just keep her and remember her in your heart, you know. Don't forget, you might even like, you know, coincidental meetings on other platforms, or maybe she joins Twitter again and contacts you, because why would she not? You're her friend. I do respect artists as well. My friends are just very nice to me, which I am always overwhelmed by. I don't want to ask them to make anything, but if they feel inspired, they do, and they just give it to me, and I'm like, what do you mean? What is this? Which is really nice of them. I'm very, very blessed and thankful for that. Like, I genuinely don't deserve half of the love I get from other people. Or that's what I think, and my friends like to remind me that that's not true, but like... to be honest, I'm trying my best to learn how to draw again, I suppose, because technically I did take a lot of drawing classes when I was really young, and then promptly left those classes because I don't know, for reasons I don't remember why I left those classes. I just remember that I stopped, and it was with a teacher I actually really liked, and then I just sort of forgot how to draw. But I've always been enthusiastic about drawing and like to pretend that I draw really well when I draw actually horribly. Like, my drawing skills are not that great or good at all, but I do want to get better, so I try my best to be better, or however much better I can be. My sister just called and I cut the call on her. I forget to keep my phone on silent for these, honestly. Like, sometimes I just forget that my phone isn't on silent, and then I'm like, oh, oops, oopsie doodle doo. Dang, today has been really freaking productive, and I cannot believe I wrote a whole ass song again. Like, if I do these every single week, I will have enough for like a 1 hour track of mishmash of different background music tracks. Right now I'm just using this random one I found on YouTube that was available to use, so I did use it. But I did not realize how many songs it would take, because my songs aren't that long. They're like a minute or something. But the thing is, I think they have a lot of replayability. Like, you could keep playing them over and over and it still wouldn't be like weird. I don't know if I want to use one or multiple though. Like, if I just want to use like replay one, then I will just do that. But if I want to replay multiple over and over again, then I'm just gonna do that. Either way, it's just gonna have to be figured out at some point in my life. Not right now, because I don't have enough songs for an hour-long track. I don't know. I think this is gonna be it for today soon. Like, give it 5 more minutes. I'm gonna run out of things to say. Actually, that's probably not true. In 5 more minutes, I'm probably gonna find more things to talk about, and it's gonna take forever to end this stream. I will have one day. That's true. I will have enough tracks for 1 hour long background music compilation thing one day. And then, you know, it's gonna be one of the most glorious days ever. I'm gonna combine all of them in one long, huge, actually, track, and then just use it over and over, like I have been using the one that I have currently. That's not written by me, PSA. It was just anyone free use basically, and I decided to use it because it sounded cute, you know. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna stop talking like this. And since my sister called, that must mean that we're gonna go out for sure, definitely. And they're calling me to tell me where we're gonna go out and how long I should take to get ready. Because, like, honestly, I don't take that long. Oh, The Good Doctor. I've watched parts of it like a very long time ago, and it's a good show. It really is. Ah, it was a good. I like doctor shows. Okay, like I like shows that are set in the hospital specifically, which is why I like hospital playlists a lot, other than the fact that it's like based on like the lives of 5 people, and it's like so beautifully shot, and everything is just so meaningful, and the music is so good. They have like little concerts every single freaking episode. I love it, and I hope they have a season 3 soon. Don't worry. I don't like House MD. Hot take, unpopular opinion, but I haven't actually watched it properly, but from like a lot of the clips that I watch from different shows, House MD is the one that's one of the most popular. It has so many freaking clips, and it's all over everything on my everywhere, and I don't like it. I mean, I get the whole genius doctor who's like really like really, you know, like straightforward, blunt, like doesn't sugarcoat doesn't sugarcoat the bullet or whatever, but like I just cannot agree with his, like, I don't know, I don't like his demeanor. I respect your opinion. I don't think I'll be watching it anytime soon. One of my friends watched it recently, and she said it was really nice, and I was like, okay, but like it kind of bothers me the way he talks. Like, it's very interesting, but it still bothers me. I am sorry. Actually, I know there are 6 seasons of The Good Doctor. I mean, like, I watched it intermittently a few years ago when it was on TV. When I was watching it on TV, that's what I mean. And then I just stopped because I didn't have the time. And I haven't picked it back up again because I don't have the energy to commit to 6 seasons, okay? I'm not gonna lie. I'm not looking for a new hospital-based show to fixate on right now. Although I feel like even if I did find one, I wouldn't fixate on it. Because hospital playlist is truly something special that I don't think anything else can replicate. But hey, they can try, and they're probably gonna fail. But I do like The Good Doctor. The characters are very well made. Like they're very well developed. I haven't watched House MD, so I cannot tell you. But from all the clips, he seems insufferable. Okay. I seriously should stop because I don't have much else to say. That's not true. I'm literally... If you give me an episode to watch, will you try it? Yeah, sure. I don't mind trying things. I don't know if I like it or not. I can't promise you anything. That's what I mean. I'll try to watch it. Like, right now, Hex didn't force me, but she basically forced me to reschedule my watching time for Oshinoko, which was, I was gonna watch it when all of the episodes for this season came out, so I could like binge watch the whole thing. But then she was like, no, you have to watch at least the first one so you can be in waiting hell like I am. And I agreed because she's my best friend and I don't know how to say no to her. That's not true. She would make me say no any day, but like I just didn't want to say no, you know. You can totally just send it on rec to Mew and I will look at it. I'm aggressively advertising my Discord like people don't know it exists, okay? Because I don't know, feel like it's important. I always post my like announcements and stuff on Discord before anything else. So if it's like ever a deal of you want to reach me for anything, you probably have a better chance of doing it on Discord than on any other platform, including YouTube, because I probably should have realized by now, but like I'm very notorious on YouTube. Bad at YouTube, I mean. But have a good day too. Have a nice nap. I wish you good napping, sir. Goodbye. I will also say goodbye. I'm really, really thankful that you came, and I really, really hope you enjoyed. And I'm super, super thankful for all the love and support I get. And I adore you guys. Seriously, I love y'all, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye bye. Mwah.